and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside beautiful Arrington Ice Arena, the site of tonight's NCAA Division III Women's Ice Hockey Contest between the Bulldogs of Adrian College and the Lions of Finlandia University. Calvin Keys alongside Dylan Knighton here on Adrian College TV. And Dylan, Bulldogs are red hot. They've got a 4-game winning streak going into this game, and last weekend they confidently handled Lawrence, sweeping them by scores of 14-0 and 9-0. What do they need to do to keep their momentum rolling here tonight?
Calvin, pleasure to be back with you, man. So for the Bulldogs, 4-game winning streak, I think they just have to keep doing a lot of the right things. They just need to work hard at the end of the day. That's pretty much all it comes down to for them.
Effort will be key for Adrian tonight. Bulldogs are in the gray uniforms, Finlandia in the white. Puck drop, and we're underway. Lions will knock it backwards. Starting lineup for Finlandia up front will be Cassidy Betcha, Lauren LaCroix, and Olivia Hodges. On defense, Arwen Sims and Kennedy Johnson. And in net, Lainey Pasemko. For the Bulldogs, starting up front, it'll be Una Belland with Von Ruden and Wolfslager as Jessica Von Ruden walks in and scores.
Right off the rip.
Didn't take long, just 19 seconds into the game. Virtually right off the puck drop as Von Ruden goes in and scores.
Almost split the D there with the shot. Just goes, I believe, over the blocker side pad.
Von Ruden has one of the hardest shots in the NCAA Division III level. She hit the century mark earlier on this season, putting up a ton of points so far this year. Had an incredible weekend about a week ago against Lawrence University. And Lainey Pasemko, nothing she could do to stop that one. Anderson will feed it down to LaSalle. Sent back out front. Petrowski a drive. That one blocked in front by Benoit. Petrowski able to pick up the loose change. Sends it back to the point for Hansen. Walks and fires. That's off the mask of Pasemko. Sits down in front. And the Lions will clear it out to the neutral zone.
Bulldogs are pretty aggressive here. Bright and early in the game. Scoring 20 seconds in, it doesn't get much quicker than that.
Roy moving in from her defensive post, circling around the net. Again, that one didn't get by the defenseman, Peyton Arrowdy. Racing to grab this one is Sorrell. She'll get there first. Feeds it back to Anderson. D to Riley. Dropped off Petrowski. Gets a shot off. Second consecutive block for Arrowdy. Getting in the lane well. Loose puck and skating away with it is Olivia Hodges. She'll shoot it in deep. And Gwen Bowler out of her net to play it. The sophomore getting the nod tonight. Zoe Lowry trying to work through traffic. Lowry will pick it up once more. Puck on edge. She'll grab it on the near side of the ice. Nice move from the transfer from the Rochester Institute of Technology. This one lifted in by Hudanish. She'll dump and chase. Wins the race. Plenty of time and space. Leaves it for Riley. Lowry walking in. Spins away from pressure. Finds Riley back at the blue line. Rink wide for Anderson. Looking back over for Lowry. Pass was errant. She'll drop it off in the near corner for Hudanish. Good cycle play for Adrian here. Missing the net with the shot was Hudanish. Anderson will grab it. Bulldogs controlling possession here in the offensive zone at the moment. Good poke check made by Wiggins, still unable to get it clear. Hudanish sent another one on net. Left pad stop made by Lainey Pasemko. Again, a shot may have deflected down. It'll skitter just wide of the goal. Skating it forward is Eldridge. And Finlandia heads in offside, so we get a whistle and a face-off upcoming in the neutral zone.
Bulldogs been really busy in the offensive zone with 4 shots on net so far. One of them going in, of course.
Just got to look at Adrian head coach Sean Skelly. He achieved his 100th win behind the bench last weekend against Lawrence. And what was really cool is after the game concluded, there was a tribute video that was displayed on the screen here at the Arrington with all of his players thanking him for all the help he's given them over the years. And really just a cool moment to celebrate a coach who has done a lot for this program both on and off the ice. Long shot tipped in front. Left pad stop is made by Pasemko. Spearing that one back down low was Corbett. Chasing this puck down is Moyer. Can't quite get there in time. Cataret rips a shot. That goes directly into Gracie Hall. She tries to clear. Holding it in, Catherine Trubin. Leading scorer for Adrian defenseman this season with 15 points as it's covered up by Pasemko. And I believe we have a tripping penalty coming up here to Finlandia. It's Sarah Parker going to the box. What'd you see on that one, Dylan?
Looks like right on the boards there. I'm not sure who it was, but it was just a collision. I think somebody got tripped with a skate.
Yeah, didn't see much there, but I guess in the end it was Parker who brought down a Bulldog player in the near corner, so Adrian heads to their first power play of the night. They are 27% with the extra skater this season. LaSalle trying to center, just missing the net was Hudanish.
Really
Roy will pick it up. Von Ruden, a one-time drive. She has the only goal so far in this hockey game. Having a stellar season with the Bulldogs. Shot again, they score. Jocelyn Hudanish beats Posemko on the power play to make it 2-0 Adrian. Chance initially comes from Von Ruden off the one-time drive. Finlandia unable to clear. LaSalle grabs it, and then a little bit too much time and space allowed to Hudanish to walk in, and she just picks her spot there, Dylan.
Looks like there might have been a little bit of traffic in front of the net, possibly a screen too. Especially on the power play, it's important to get bodies in front, and Adrian just does a really good job there.
Puck slides under Betcha's stick, and taking it back in is Gia Avalone. Petrowski. Hansen, long shot. Turning around with it, LaSalle. That was saved by Posemko. Carmen Anderson will grab the puck. Dropped off for Hansen. Petrowski circles the net. Waiting for options. Tried to center for Anderson. Didn't quite connect. Hodges will skate this one away from danger. That's sealed off on the wall by Hansen. Delayed penalty upcoming to Adrian as the whistle blows. And it looks like the Lions will have their first man advantage of the night, as making the trek to the box right now is Tia LaSalle.
I didn't see what happened there.
I missed it as well, but hooking is the call from the referee. So immediately after Adrian struck on the power play, Finlandia will have a chance to return the favor. The Lions have struggled offensively this season. They've only scored 6 goals in 17 games, but 3 of those goals did come on the power play. So crucial to take advantage of this opportunity with the extra skater.
For the Bulldogs, definitely something to watch out for.
For the Lions, they need to watch out for Una Bellin. She sends one on goal. That is pinned to the chest by Posemko. And we get a whistle. Face-off upcoming in the Lions zone. 15-14 left to go in the first period. We're talking about Una Bellin. She set program records for most goals and points in a game in Adrian's women's hockey history. Had 5 goals and 3 assists for a total of 8 points last Saturday. Another save made by Posemko. What do you think about those stats? You don't see that too often at the NCAA level.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of points for one game. Congratulations to her and the hard work.
It was a weekend seemingly filled with milestones. You had Vanessa Rubin getting her first career win as a Bulldog. Annie Gilbert got her first career shutout. Allie Huben-Schmidt got her first career goal. And then you had Belland reaching the century mark as well. Forgot to mention, she reached 100 career points as a Bulldog as well. So everyone was getting in on the fun last weekend against Lawrence University. LaCroix clears the puck. Adrian shorthanded right now, but almost looks like a power play for them. Just the puck movement has been exceptional so far. And Corbett will send this one out of play. So this faceoff will stay in the Adrian zone.
I know one of the things about the penalty kill is it's always hard to have the faceoff in your end. You're just trying to get it out any chance you get.
I think the tough thing about your power play setup too is if you can't establish your zone presence, and as there's a chance there in front for the Lions. Looked like Bowler got a piece of that one with the blocker hand.
Yep, that'll be her first shot of the game, first save.
Eldridge behind the goal, has it pickpocketed by Petrowski. Centers for Von Ruden, maybe a break developing here. 2-on-1, Von Ruden and Petrowski. Reagan Petrowski slides it back across, and it's a second goal of the game for Jessica Von Ruden. Von Ruden reached 100 career points earlier on this season, had 2 hat tricks last weekend, and she keeps her scoring going here with her second of the night.
Just a backdoor pass not much the goaltender can do there. It's a good shot. Just wide of the left skate.
That's a tough pass to make for Petrowski. Threaded it right underneath the stick of the defenseman trying to cut off the lane.
Looks like it went right through the stick and the skate of the defenseman right there.
You know, Dylan, as a goaltender for the ACHA Men's Division I hockey program here at Adrian, how difficult is it to slide cross crease like that and try and make a stop?
It is very difficult at times, especially when the rush is coming fast. They're pretty much going 100% at you. So it's always important to just trust your instincts and your angles and project the hands.
Anderson in. She scores. Carmen Anderson off the post and in. She's so dangerous with the quickness that she possesses. You see here, grabs the puck and loose puck in neutral ice, and then she's off to the races, creates separation, and then move to the forehand quickly. Great stick handling there.
Didn't have much time to shoot, that's for sure. It looked like she had just shot it in perfect timing when the defenseman was right there in front of the net. Just a perfectly placed shot, in my opinion.
Great work by Anderson. The quickness, both with her skates and with her hands. Roy shielding the puck away. 20 seconds left on the Finlandia power play, as that was the second shorthanded goal scored for Adrian on this penalty kill, which, may I add, their penalty kill success rate has been 94% this year. That's phenomenal. I rarely see numbers like that. And for Jessica Von Ruden, she's now at 17 goals in 16 games on the season. Over a goal per game for the graduate student center. Bit of a cross check delivered there by Lindsay Sorrell. And I think we're going to have a penalty upcoming.
Yeah, another penalty kill. I didn't see what happened.
Sorrell was heading to the bench initially. Now she'll head over to the box to join her teammate Tia Lascelles. Tua's company in the penalty box right now, and a 5-second 5-on-3 upcoming for the Lions of Finlandia University. Face off here in the Bulldog zone. That's won backwards by Lauren LaCroix. Avalone finds it in her skates. Lascelles out of the box as Avalone will rim this one around the kick plate. Found in the neutral zone by Parker, plays it back in. Finlandia forced to tag up. Von Ruden will skate after this one. Parker banks behind the goal. Over for her D partner Hall. This is centered on for LaCroix. Trying to find the streaking Benoit. Couldn't collect the pass. It's slapped back down by Avalone. Reversed around the wall by Hall. Sims chased here by Belland. She'll skate up the far side. Backhanded off the window. Corralled down by Peyton Arowdy. Grabbed by Belland. Time and space for the Norwegian. Una Belland onto the backhand. Sends it backwards. Von Ruden looking for the hat trick. That would be 3 hat tricks in 3 straight games if she can tuck one more into the net past Pasemko. Anderson. Couple of nice moves there. Still has the puck on her stick. Trying to center. Belland wasn't quite ready for the feed. Taken up by Eldridge. Has Betcha right up the middle. Cassidy Betcha in on goal, and that is sealed off by Bowler. Great back check by Von Ruden to take away any sort of scoring opportunity for the Lions.
Great effort there. Back check's a big part of the game, especially in the kill.
Belland, backhander. Missed the net. Here's Wolschlager. Back up for Riley. Kelly Wolschlager on the near side. Walking in, trying to fire one. Had her stick tied up in the process. LaCroix turned over. And Jessica Anderson will skate it in. Here's Anderson. Shoots one off the right shoulder of Pasemko. Puck cleared to the neutral zone as Sorrell will get out of jail. Anderson centered for Wolschlager. Faked the shot. Now she'll take one. Nice save made with the blocker by Pasemko. Petrowski Right side circle. Feeds over for Roy. Fired a shot. That's blocked by Benoit. Kennedy Johnson finds the loose change. Tries to clear it up the boards, but it comes right back to the alternate captain, Roy. Carmen Anderson looking for Petrowski right above the blue paint. And sealing up the bottom of the ice to cover up was Lainey Pasimko.
Notice the Bulldogs are getting
another look at the chance here, as this was centered on, or it was turned over rather, and then Anderson, good patience. Pasimko tracked it all the way. What did you see there on Pasimko's end?
Just really good patience there. She was right place at the right time, had a good angle on it. Easy save for her. Looks like she saw it all the way through.
Roy walking in, shoots a wrister. Again shrugged off by Pasimko. Hubenschmidt with a try that went over the crossbar. Hubenschmidt battling on the boards, as we mentioned, got her first career goal as a Bulldog last weekend versus the Lawrence Vikings. Caderet fanned on the quick release chance. Roy looking to escape from DeLordo. Backhand saucer ahead for Dofide. Return for Roy. Then once more up for Hubenschmidt. Crosses over the Finlandia blue line. Fires one. That didn't miss by much. It went off the left shoulder, grazed off Pasimko, and went out of play.
That play right there, that save right there, we call that the chicken wing. You kind of extend your elbows up and make the elbow save. Sometimes necessary. Don't use it all the time. You know, here and there, you'll need to.
Only fitting that a chicken wing save used to stop a shot with the Wow Cafe and Wingery that we have overlooking the ice surface here tonight. Fans enjoying some food and drinks while taking in the action. Hansen, a long shot. That may have been deflected in the slot by Sorrell, but Pasimko got in the way of it. Lowry a chance, had it knocked off her stick by Hodges. 9:35 left to go in the first period. It's 4-0 Adrian. It's been all Bulldogs so far in this one. Zoe Lowry, center, digging away at it. That time was Hudanish. Couldn't find the biscuit. Lowry, interchange for Hudanish. Sorrell trying to get a shot off. That'll be frozen by Pasimko for the stoppage.
In recent minutes, there's been a lot of puck battles in front of the net. Bulldogs are doing a good job of battling and scoring. If they're not having a problem scoring so far, the score's 4-0.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a tough test for Finlandia. Obviously, Adrian, the number 5 team in the nation. Lions still looking for their first win of the season with an 0-17 record, but I think for the Lions, they are doing a pretty good job of protecting the house, as you like to say, Dylan.
That's the name of the game. It's always protecting your goalie, protecting the house.
Very passive approach here at 5-on-5, just trying to clog up the middle of the ice right now. Happy to have Adrian pass it around the perimeter, which they're doing well right now. Von Ruden circles forward, rips one, deflected up out of play off the leg of Benoit, who will shake that off as she heads to the bench. 8:47 left to go in the first period.
There's no quit in the Lions. It seems like they're defensively have been blocking a lot of shots. I believe I've seen like 4 or 5 just in the first 12 minutes.
Skating this one out of her own end is Betcha. Plays it down low. Riley will go to grab it. Native of Calumet, Michigan. At one Kraft Hockeyville a couple of years back. Got to host an NHL preseason game and got a lot of arena upgrades. Speaking of Calumet, Finlandia making the long trip up, or down rather, from the Upper Peninsula for tonight's game. About a 9-hour trek from Hancock, Michigan. Wolschlager, a drive. That goes wide. Trying to find it in her feet was Hodges. Found once more by Von Ruden. Rips a shot that went off the stick of LaCroix. And up into the window behind the goal. Avalone. Long shot. That whizzed wide. Wolschlager tried to center. Von Ruden looking to find it. Backhands it back to the blue line. Avalone for Anderson. Jessica Anderson. Great patience. That rang the iron off the crossbar. Avalone. Native of Las Vegas, Nevada. Centered. LaSalle. She'll drive it wide once more. Avalone low shot. That was patted aside by Pasimko. Sent over for Corbett. For Avalone once more. Emma Corbett, one-time blast, and that was tracked by Pasimko. How difficult is it to look through those screens in front and make that kind of a stop?
It is very difficult at times, especially when people are moving around and, you know, guys are hacking at each other in front of the net. Well, for me personally. But you got to just use your best judgment, do everything you can to get your body at the right angle to make the save.
LaSalle sent back for Petrowski off the draw. She'll try one, tipped in front, they score. Reagan Petrowski makes it 5-0 Bulldogs. And we're going to see a goaltender change here. Pasimko leaving the game in favor of Larkin Ripley, the sophomore from Middletown, Ohio, heads between the pipes. Just 13 minutes into this hockey game, we see a goaltender change.
Looks like a lot of frustration there. I've been in that position myself several times.
Being a goaltender, certainly probably you need the most mental toughness for that position than any other in hockey. Tough to see 5 goals go into your net here early.
100%.
With Adrian buzzing in the offensive zone. Petrowski will grab it. Skates in, sent that one off the right post. LaSalle. Circles, being tracked well by Bella DeLordo. Sent for Avalone, hit from behind. That's going to be a call coming up against the Lions. As Avalone got an arm in the back there, headed face first into the glass. Looked like a pretty clear penalty. Bowler out of the net. Von Ruden gets on the ice as the extra skater. Petrowski down for Carmen Anderson, working it out front. A chance. Still loose. Von Ruden will shrug this one back for Corbett. 6 minutes left to play in the first period. Adrian 5, Finlandia nothing. Delayed penalty upcoming to the Lions. Von Ruden fires one on goal, and pouncing on it was Ripley for the whistle. And we'll see if this is a minor penalty or perhaps more, as that was a bit of a dangerous hit from behind on Avalone. Going to the box is Bella DeLordo. It's just going to be a body checking call, so that should be solely a 2-minute power play for Adrian. I was a little bit worried because you could see the hit was in the numbers and just kind of the way Avalone collided into the boards. You thought maybe there could have been more there, but I think, you know, watching that collision, I think a 2-minute minor is probably the right call to make in that scenario.
Definitely. It's always scary. Player gets hit on the numbers.
And from my own experience as a defenseman, it's really tough to tell whether a player's turning or not when you go into a body check. Trubin misses the net. Sometimes just out of circumstance, a player will be turning at the same time you're trying to hit them, and then the hit looks a lot worse than it was intended to be. Trubin sent on goal. Ripley makes the stop. Petrowski looked like she may have been thinking about the Michigan move there for a moment. Trubin. Blocker save made by Ripley. Again, you never know what the skill these players have nowadays. Whenever they stop up behind the net, you get a little bit of anticipation building.
It's always important as a goaltender to be aware. I've personally never gotten Michigan, but it does happen.
Carmen Anderson with the puck. Sent across for Wolschlager. That bounced off the shaft of her stick. Callie Wolschlager. Backhander off the knob of Ripley's stick. Petrowski up top. Zoe Lowry. Shot deflected into the far corner. 45 seconds left in the power play to Bella DeLordo. The penalty. Adrian trying to find another goal on special teams. They've gotten 2 shorthanded tonight. I believe another one on the power play. As it's fed up for Carmen Anderson. Ice opening up for Anderson. Fires one low. It sneaks through the 5-hole. 6-0 Adrian.
Looks like it went under. Let's see here.
Anderson just skates in, given a lot of real estate to work with, cuts into the middle of the ice to a high-scoring area, and then probably one that Ripley will want back.
Looks like it got caught under underneath the left pad of Ripley. It's hard to see from that angle. Looks like she might have landed right on it in the butterfly, right on the puck in the butterfly position, and somehow bounced in.
It's crazy to think how the goaltender position has evolved over the years, as Von Ruden will send another one on goal. That's right into the chest of Ripley. You think back even about 30 years ago, the butterfly position was virtually unknown. Now you see goaltenders going down into that butterfly that we're all familiar with, but I just got to imagine it was so difficult back in the day being a stand-up goaltender.
Oh, I could never. I don't think I could ever not wear a mask. Give those guys a lot of credit for doing so.
Sent into the Bulldog bench by the Lions. So this faceoff should head back to center ice. It's interesting seeing Gwen Bowler in net today. Last weekend it was split between the freshman netminders for Adrian, Vanessa Rubin, and Annie Gilbert, giving Sophie Goldberg a little bit of a breather after she's played a big chunk of the games this year. She's started 11 games this season and gotten shutouts in 5 of them. So probably good to get some of the youth some experience and give Goldberg some time to rest her legs as we head into some important games down the stretch in Adrian's season.
100%.
Von Ruden grabs the puck, heads below the goal line, sent back for Belland, whiffed on the shot. Plath cleared away. Hansen will collect. Annika Hansen opens up, feeds it up for Kaylee Cataret. Played in the Boston Shamrocks organization. Back up for Hansen, D-to-D. Maya Roy. Pass just out of the reach of Hansen, and now a race for it. And here's Cassidy Betcha on the breakaway. Betcha off the glove and cleared off the goal line. Where's the puck?
Oh, wow.
Scooped away here by Roy, lifting it out to center. And getting a piece of it with her glove on the stop there was Gwen Bowler, but goalie's best friends on any hockey team, the defenseman, coming in clutch, clearing it away from the blue paint.
Well, there's your defenseman, your best friends. It's also the post. Looks like it might have actually went off the post there.
Really, I'd love to get another look at that one. Just inches away from being the first goal of the game for the Finlandia Lions. Wasn't able to see the Adrian defenseman that cleared it away off the goal line, but a great play. Good back check. I believe it was Hansen that helped out, as there was a chance for Hudanish. Ripley with the save, getting into it in the net front with Dofide. Riley sent over for Jessica Anderson. Moves forward, weaving through traffic. Knocked away from her by Gracie Hall. Hall all by herself will elect to shoot the puck deep. Dofide will grab it. Dropped off for Anderson. Found in the neutral zone by Wiggins. To the near side for Sims. Benoit will direct it on. Riley angled into the glass by Sam Eldridge. Gets some help from Hudanish. Pass went off the skate of Lowry. Battled for just outside the Bulldog offensive zone. Hudanish took a shot that deflected off a skate awkwardly. Sorrell trying to find Lowry. Does that give you a heart attack when you're between the pipes and a puck takes an odd carom like that?
Oh, yeah.
Lowry looking to move back in and trying to elevate. Instead, she will roof it into the protective netting. We get a stoppage, just 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the period. As we get another look at, I believe this was the breakaway chance for Cassidy Betcha. You see Betcha moving in, went off the glove. I don't think it hit the post, but
it's hard to see.
One of the Bulldog defensemen had to play goalie there for a second.
Yeah, looks like it was just this close to going in.
Carmen Anderson, quick shot off the face-off, and that is snatched up by the catching mitt of Larkin Ripley. Reagan Petrowski will take this face-off against Lauren LaCroix. One back for Anderson once more. Those quick face-off plays are deadly. If you can get a quick win off the draw, a quick shot, makes it difficult for a goaltender to track, as I'm sure you know.
100%.
Puck goes off the official. Sent back for Catherine Trubin. Shot from distance. LaSalle banging away in front.
Lions defense there does a great job collecting that rebound.
Betcha sends it right into the middle of the ice where it's stolen away by LaSalle. Long shot, puck loose in front, and it's hammered home by Carmen Anderson. Second of the night for Carmen Anderson, that's the hat trick for Anderson, I believe. That's her third of the game.
I was just about to say, I see some fans waving their hats around.
Big moment for the junior out of Westfield, Indiana. Played prep hockey at Culver Academy as Una Belland will grab the puck for her teammate. Carmen Anderson gets the hat trick. She has been stellar all season. I mean, her ability to just get the head north with the puck with a lot of velocity and speed and just the vision to be able to find her teammates as well and combine that with a great finishing ability makes her pretty lethal when she steps foot on the ice surface. 26 seconds left in the period. Sent back for Wolschlager. She missed the net. Avalone. Muscled on for Wolschlager behind the goal. Moves to the backhand. Top of the circles for Truman. That puck settles down in front off the backside of Von Ruden. Taken by Kennedy Johnson. That is taken away and given on to Sorrell. Can't get the shot off, and that'll do it for the first period of play. It is 7-0 Adrian after 20 minutes. Dominant period for the Bulldogs as they head to the dressing room.
100%. Bulldogs almost 40 shots on goal compared to the Finlandia's 3 shots on goal. A lot of action for the Finlandia goalies so far. That's just the first period.
Absolutely. Pretty incredible offensive display for the Bulldogs so far as we will head to the intermission break. We'll be back in about 17 minutes as our coverage of NCAA Division III women's ice hockey on Adrian College TV continues.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome back inside Arrington Ice Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to our coverage here on Adrian College Television. Calvin Keys with Dylan Knighton. We'll take a quick look at our stats from the first period, and they were pretty lopsided. Adrian out shooting Finlandia 40-3, and they were a perfect 2 for 2 on the power play. What do you see up there on the screen, Dylan?
Adrian's doing a lot of the right things, getting a lot of pucks to the net, playing hard. 40 shots, a lot for one period, so just goes to show the skill level of the players here and how hard they're working.
Carmen Anderson secured a hat trick in that first period with 3 goals. Jessica Von Ruden sitting on 2 goals right now, so she's looking for a hat trick of her own, as Wolschlager will skate this ahead. Callie Wolschlager working in. Puck is cleared away from the crease by Sims. We saw, speaking of that heavy shot total for Adrian, they accrued 40 in the first 20 minutes. We saw a goaltender change, Lainey Passimko being pulled in favor of Larkin Ripley. Here's Hansen trying to move it for Roy. Bit of a miscommunication there. She'll smack it around the boards. Belland. Von Ruden back for Belland. Moving into the slot onto her forehand, and that one's saved by Ripley. Ripley a bit discombobulated there in the blue paint, but Finlandia able to skate it away from their own zone. Betcha will play it down low. Lions head off for a change. Hansen, breakout feed for Belland. Has Hubenschmidt open on the far side. Trying to beat Eldridge one-on-one. Hubenschmidt doing a good job to stay with the puck. Skate to stick, centered for Dofide, sent one on goal, and a big left pad stop made by Ripley.
Didn't look like Ripley realized there was going to be a wraparound attempt there. Sometimes you get lucky.
Dofide lost control. Following up with it is Cataret. Anderson for Riley. Back for Jessica Anderson. Jaden Riley walking in, firing. That's sticked away by Ripley. Really good rebound control there to get it into the near corner. Anderson trying to send it into the slot. This is pitchforked out to center. Riley moved back up to the near wall. Dofide centered. Cataret fires one. That went off the shin pad of Sims and cleared out. And maybe a breakaway chance here for Hodges. Olivia Hodges racing in on the backhand, a shot. And that is saved by Gwen Bowler, who stands tall, makes the stop.
Seems like the Lions are getting a lot of breakaway chances. I think that was the 3rd breakaway so far. But Bowler makes a good save there.
Take another look at our first period stats. Those face-off numbers are pretty impressive. 71% in the face-off dot for the Bulldogs, winning 7 out of 10 draws in the first frame of play. Sorrell shot. Left pad save, again made by Ripley. Sent back down low. Lindsay Sorrell will give chase. Hodges trying to clear it away. Stolen by Hudanish. Behind the net. To the point. Corbett. Hudanish walking in. Dumped off for Lowry. Fires a shot that had some steam behind it but missed the net. Trubin below the goal line. Back up to the blue line for Corbett. Now Lowry. Zoe Lowry dropped off here for Hudanish. Trubin skates in. Sorrell lost control. Catherine Trubin will recover. Shot deflected off the blade of Betcha's stick. Cassidy Betcha has arguably been Finlandia's best player so far. Had the breakaway chance, almost scored on Bowler earlier. As a shot from Sorrell, puck loose in front. Salvaged by Betcha, who we were just mentioning. Pressures Lascelles. Tia Lascelles will pry the puck loose, finds Corbett at the point. Now given over for Trubin. Long shot through traffic, directs into the near corner. Emma Corbett has Petrowski. Wide open on the right side circle. Tried to feed it across for Anderson. Carmen Anderson, 3 goals in this game so far. Can she add to her point total? Pass caromed behind the net of Ripley. Petrowski onto the forehand, fires a shot. Save again from Ripley. Trubin centering for Anderson, directed that one just wide of the goal mouth. At the point in the shift for Finlandia where legs are getting heavy, hemmed in their own zone, tired, need to get a line change, but they can't quite get it out. Trying to do so is Hodges. Meets a roadblock in Petrowski. Lascelles, Corbett creeping in and directed on goal by Anderson. A big glove save made by Ripley to deny Anderson of what would be her 4th goal of the night.
Really good glove save there by Ripley. Those pucks in front of the net, those quick deflection goals, always tough. Have a short reaction time.
It's just Ripley's 2nd appearance of the year. Didn't allow a goal in her previous showing this season. Pitched a shutout in relief of her colleague Pasimko, who she comes in for again here in this game. Has allowed a couple, but she's done a good job of tracking pucks so far. Von Ruden shot, ramps off a stick and up and out of play. 15:09 left in the second period. Adrian leading 7-0, still have not seen a goal in the first 5 minutes of the second period. Very different start to the frame than what we saw at the beginning of the game where Adrian came out firing on all cylinders. Belland. Back for Von Ruden. Shot wasn't able to trickle through. Trying to work it out front for Wolschlager. Touched on by Avalone. Arauti all the way down ice, and this should be icing. It will be.
At that point when you're tired, getting the puck out and just icing it sometimes is necessary. You just catch your breath for a few seconds in between whistles.
Referees call icing. Our crew for today, Krista Ansell, Nick Sharippa, and Jason Pennywell. Wolschlager feeds it to Avalone. Now Callie Wolschlager. That directed off the leg of Johnson, but holding the blue line was Roy. She'll skate in. Hands it off for Von Ruden. A quick shot. Went off the left pad of Ripley. Von Ruden taking into the end boards hard. Directed out by Benoit. Maya Roy has it. Up ahead for Von Ruden. Eldridge trying to clear it out. Went off the side of one of our referees tonight. That was, or rather our linesman, Pennywell. Got a chance to talk to the officiating crew pregame. Great group. They made the trek from various parts of the state to be here tonight to make this game possible. Want to thank them for their efforts. Can't play without the referees. They're arguably one of the most important parts of any game. Cataret will turn ahead with the biscuit. Forwards for Hubenschmidt. Walks in, fires a bullet. Missed wide left. Hansen behind the goal. 13:33 left in the second period. Calvin Keys with Dylan Knighton here on ACTV. Glad you've joined us as the Bulldogs host the Lions. Adrian looking to find a zone entry. It came to Gracie Hall, who turned it right over to Cataret. As we mentioned earlier on tonight, Finlandia is 0-17, still looking for their first win of the season. Knew they were in for a tough one here tonight against Adrian, the number 5 team in the USCHO.com poll. They've got a 14-1 record, and so far Bulldogs are undefeated in NCAA play. As whizzing that shot wide was Hansen. Dofi behind the crease, centered Hudanish. Through the legs of Sorrell, who couldn't corral it. Riley dealt for Hudanish. Right pad save made by Ripley. Low ride, quick shot. Loose in front of the crease, another chance. Sorrell's bid was stymied by Ripley. Hansen, near side, Riley. Sorrell lost an edge as Ripley was sprawled outside of the goal mouth. Hansen at the blue, walks in, fires. Ripley gets a much-needed whistle after a long extended period of play with Adrian working the puck around the O-zone.
Making a lot of big saves for his team as well. So far, 15 shots in the second period alone. She saved all of them. A lot of good chances there for the Bulldogs, too. Goaltender shuts the door.
Carmen Anderson scores. That was tipped in front. Anderson took the initial shot, but it looks like Tia Lascelles got a tip on it, number 28 in gray, and she gets her first goal of the night.
Looks like, again, there was a lot of traffic in front of the net. Create those screens. Those opportunities will come right to you. Bulldogs are doing a lot of the right things here offensively.
Great tip from Lascelles, gives her her 5th goal of the year. That's 12 points on the season now for Tia Lascelles. Freshman from Cornwall, Ontario, gets on the board. I thought for a moment that it would be Carmen Anderson's 4th goal of the night, which that would really be something. Still time for that to happen as a saucer pass goes off her shin pad. Anderson will regain control for Corbett. Emma Corbett dances in. Anderson on the far wall. They'll interchange with Corbett. Jessica Anderson faked the shot. Lascelles steered that shot wide. Trying to clear it as Hodges, but can't do so. Lascelles looking for her 2nd of the shift. Lascelles scores, makes it 8-0 Bulldogs off a really nice shot from the right side circle. You see Anderson pick the puck up right around the NCAA logo. Lascelles just walked in, fired, and Ripley wasn't able to find it. Quick release. That is 2 goals in 1 shift for Tia Lascelles. About maybe 20, 30 seconds in between tallies for the freshman forward.
2 quick ones for her.
Sent down. It'll be icing against the Bulldogs with 10:56 left to go in the second period. Correction, that is the 9th goal of the game for Adrian. 9-0 Dogs here at the Arrington. You may have seen it on social media this morning, but on the Adrian Women's Hockey Instagram page, they posted a video of head coach Sean Skelly. He was the Pink Panther this week for morning skate.
I did see that, actually.
From my understanding, the Bulldogs, every week they will do a bit of a shootout competition, and then whoever the last person standing is, whoever has their shot saved, last person to not be able to score, rather, gets to wear a pink practice uniform as well as some other gear. It looked like Coach Skelly had a purple bucket and pants on as well. He was looking pretty good. Missed the shootout attempt, and a chance here. They score. Una Belland won't miss that one. Tucks it home. Got a touchdown and a field goal now for the Bulldogs. Makes it 10-0. Puck was loose in front, trying to find it, and then probably one of the easier goals that Belland will score in her career.
Lions defense there was just unaware of Belland backdoor. She just puts it in the wide open net.
Una Belland coming off a spectacular performance last weekend where she had 8 points last Friday and 5 points on Saturday. She was named the NCAA Offensive Player of the Week for her efforts. And here tonight, now she's got a goal and 2 assists on the evening. Strong play continues from the native of Norway, who actually represented her country in Olympic qualifying last season. Weren't quite able to make it into the big dance, but worked hard for her nation, something to be proud of. Also played for the team at the Division 1A World Junior Championship, so one tier below the main competition. Roy will knock it away as maybe a chance was developing for Betcha. Roy skates it in, dropped off for Hubenschmidt. Ripped that shot wide of the goal. Trubin will grab it. Dofide. Roy, great shot block made by Hodges, putting her body on the line for the team. It really shows a commitment to the squad and just great effort, even when you're trailing by such a wide margin, still just making the play for your teammates.
100%, 100%. Lions have had a lot of block shots so far, and they're doing everything they can. There's no quit.
So far in this game, we've seen Jessica Von Ruden and Reagan Petrowski get on the score sheet. A couple of seniors here getting involved, and tomorrow we'll have the Senior Day celebration an hour and a half before puck drop. That'll be at 1:30 p.m., and then the game will start at 3 p.m., honoring the 6 seniors on this team as well as 2 graduate students, and Jessica Anderson and Jessica Von Ruden, as that shot was driven wide by Sorrell. Hansen finds it. Avalone, a long shot, covered up by Ripley, and a little bit of extracurricular there as Lowry will be shoved away from the goaltender. Speaking of the seniors, I mean, watching this Bulldog women's hockey team this season, you can tell just the experience and the confidence that they possess. That's huge for any hockey team.
100%. They look very poised, passing the puck around the offensive zone, or just very, very clean hockey so far.
Anderson back up for Avalone. Dealt for Hansen. Low shot. Couldn't thread it through. Skating forwards with it is Plath. Knocked away by Carmen Anderson. Finlandia bench lobbying for a tripping call against Anderson, but they won't get one as Bowler will elect to cover up with 8:07 left in the second period here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Now, Dylan, I know your team, the ACHA Men's Division I squad, has a big weekend series coming up against the 17th ranked team in the nation, Stony Brook, tomorrow night and then Sunday afternoon. Any thoughts heading into that one?
Everybody's has really been looking forward to this weekend as we look to get our revenge against Stony Brook. Last year, they swept us at home, and it was 2 really, really good games. And we're just looking to turn that around.
I'm excited as well. I'll be on the call tomorrow night with Alex Herman, who will be doing play-by-play, and then Sunday I'll be working play-by-play for that matchup. Always great to see 2 nationally ranked teams go head-to-head, and I think this should be no exception. Stony Brook, a school from upstate New York. I feel like not necessarily one of the contenders for a national championship this year, but they're certainly a dark horse, and they turn out a pretty consistent team year after year. As this one deflects in front off the equipment of Wolfschlager, Ripley makes the save. Anderson, left for Belland. Up top, Riley. Dropped off for Jessica Anderson. Still Riley. Directed towards goal. They score. Shot goes off Von Ruden into the net. That'll be a hat trick for Jessica Von Ruden.
Let's check out the replay here.
Sent up top. Jessica Anderson, such an unselfish player. Feeds Riley, and then that was an incredible redirect by Von Ruden.
Looked like it might have even went off her shin pad.
It looked like, I thought it went off her shin pad initially, but when you look at the replay, I think she got the stick on it. And it was a funny interchange there because from my understanding, Jaden Riley, a senior on this team, has yet to score her first goal. She's more of a defensive defenseman, plays that role really well, but hasn't gotten a goal at the college level. So when she initially shot it and went into the net, I got really excited, and then you could see kind of the look from Von Ruden like, man, I wish it would have gone straight in the goal. Hopefully we can get Riley one here in this game.
That's the thing, when you shoot the puck, you never know what's going to happen, even if you shoot it wide. You can always go off a stick or a shin pad or a skate. And try to get any chance you can to get the puck in the back of the net. Speaking
of deflections, that puck caromed up high in the air, and Larkin Ripley had to field that one baseball style as it came down out of the rafters. 6:57 left in the second period, and 11-0 lead for Adrian. Shots are 63-5, but who's counting? Skating out, Sam Eldridge. Pressured immediately by Hubenschmidt from behind. Cataract will stick it away. Here's Cataract, has Dofied with her. She'll shoot it herself. Ripley scoops it up out of the air to get another stoppage. We get a whistle. The Bulldogs have been rolling. They're 14-1 on the year going into this game, undefeated in NCAA play. Their only loss this year was to Plattsburgh State at the East-West Classic tournament. That was out in, I believe, Norwich. I think it was in Vermont around the Christmas break, and that was a 1-0 loss. So you think about, even in the only game they lost this season, they were in that one right till the end and super competitive. And talking to head coach Sean Skelly, he said that, a couple of bounces go their way and they win that game. So I think we're looking at an improved team from last year and just another strong hockey team here in Adrian.
100%. 1-0 loss is frustrating, but yet nothing to really be ashamed of. As the games sometimes are just a matter of bounces.
Sometimes you run into a hot goaltender and just nothing you can do to get it by them.
That too.
And Plattsburgh State, may I add, I believe they're ranked as the number 3 team in the nation. So Bowler will make the save here on the attempt from Lauren LaCroix. LaCroix has been another player that has stood out for the Lions. Roy behind the net, grabs the puck, banked along for Lowry, centered for Hudanish. Turns on the Jets, walks in, and off the post with the shot. Lowry spins away from the check from Benoit. Sorrell regains possession. Corbett for Roy. Winds, fires one that's off the chest of the goaltender Ripley. Settled down by Sorrell. Back for Lowry. Maya Roy sent one wide. Zoe Lowry hands off to Corbett, gets it back, fires a drive, and that one will be saved by Larkin Ripley.
Collection of good saves there through a lot of traffic. Well, there's a lot of people in front of the net. Sometimes you're kind of scrambling, and it's hard to see and make the correct judgment, to put your body in the right position to make the save. She does a good job there.
4:52 left in the second period as Hansen's shot is blocked and a race backwards to grab it. Trubin will get there first. Catherine Trubin, skilled player for this Adrian team. As we mentioned earlier on in the show, that she leads all blue liners for the Bulldogs in points and almost operates as a fourth forward. Back in the old days of hockey in the 10s and 1920s, they had a position called a rover that would play offense and defense. There would be 6 skaters on the ice. That's kind of like what Trubin does now here in the modern day. Sort of like that new age of offensive defensemen. You look at players like, Cale McCarr, Adam Fox, Quinn Hughes, those guys that just like to get up into the rush. That's kind of the style that Trubin plays, and it can really overwhelm the defense of opposing teams.
Always adds a lot of value to the team as a two-way player. You can play defensively and offensively.
Petrowski claws it back for Hansen. Carmen Anderson for Reagan Petrowski, another senior, has a goal tonight. Trying to play it on net was Lassell. Carmen Anderson trying to move it back to the point. Has it on the left side, tried to center for Lassell. LaCroix trying to clear the zone. Great strength by Petrowski. Try to keep it in. Finally, Finlandia able to clear. Trubin will go back for it. Interesting to note that Reagan Petrowski, as well as Emma Corbett and Gia Avalone, all our colleagues and co-workers here at Adrian College Television. They do a great job helping us stream all the sporting events here on campus. Anderson will drop it off for Trubin. Save made by Ripley. Puck still loose. Von Ruden will recover. Sent down for Wolschlager. Von Ruden off the paddle of Ripley. Belland a chance. Missed the net. Went off the referee. And Betcha will skate it out. Lifted down. Dump and chase hockey for the Lions. Get some fresh legs on the ice. Riley with plenty of room to skate it. She'll feed Belland. Von Ruden reaching after it. Icing wave. Sims Moves away from pressure. Rimmed around the wall by Eldridge. Riley has it. Bumped hard into the boards. Good strength there by Benoit, but returning the favor on her is Belland. Belland driving wide. Back for Von Ruden. Where's the puck? Referee trying to find it. I believe it's could be stuck in the equipment of Ripley. The puck is out of the goal as we take another look at the chance. Belland drove wide here, waiting for some support. Brought her teammate Von Ruden into the play. Ripley didn't know where it was initially, but it looks like she kept it out from the looks of things.
Looks like it was just in the nick of time to get over that puck and smother it.
One of my favorite things about hockey is when a goaltender will make a save and it gets stuck in their equipment, they don't know where it is, and then you just have that process of searching all through your paraphernalia, just trying to find where the puck is. Has that ever happened to you where you get it lodged somewhere and you just can't quite find it?
Yeah, it's happened to me. I remember seeing the NHL probably a few years ago now. Mike Smith, when he was on the Coyotes, the puck actually shot up in the air and landed in the back of his pants, and he went into the net, and they called it a goal.
Wow.
That's a pretty funny clip, actually.
I'll have to look that up on YouTube right after this. I'm sure the viewers at home are typing into their computer right now trying to find that one. Huge save by Ripley, sticking out the paddle and dives on it, Superman style. $1:34 left in the second period. Score is 11-0 Bulldogs. We've had 4 goals in this second period after 7 in the first. 72 shots for Adrian through about, that would be, math skills aren't the best, but 38.5 minutes. 72 shots, not too bad. That's multiple shots per minute. I don't pretend to be a math major. I'm definitely stick to broadcasting as much as I can.
Me as well.
The only addition you're doing, Dylan, is adding up how many saves you make per game.
Yeah. Basically.
Puck hanging out around the Finlandia goal as we enter the final minute of the second period. Hudanish elevated for Avalone. Corbett, long shot. Missed the goal. Lowry looking for a lane. She shoots one, and that is seen all the way and held by Larkin Ripley.
That'll make it 73 shots nearing the end of the second period. As a goalie myself, I think of all the times I've gotten plenty of shots, and it's difficult.
Definitely.
Keeps you busy. It's good to have a lot of action.
47 seconds left on the clock, but the clock is not running at the moment. Finally, they will hit the start button. Things tick down from 47 seconds as Petrowski was looking for the Michigan. As I believe she was earlier on in this game, too. She got it up on her stick, but good job by the Lions defenseman to close her down. Hansen. She scores. Trickles through Ripley with a screen in front. And Annika Hansen with her first goal of the season. Big goal for Hansen.
Good shot there. I think it might have been deflected, too. Off maybe a defenseman.
12-0 Adrian. You wonder if those few extra seconds that the timekeeper kept on the clock may have helped them out a bit. Hansen's first of the year. As a former defenseman myself, I love to see when the Blue Liners get some goals on the board. Doesn't happen often, doesn't happen all the time, but when you get a goal as a defenseman, you feel really good after the game.
Oh, yeah.
Real sense of accomplishment there. Ripley makes the save with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. Have you seen speaking of YouTube clips, I believe there's a clip where there was like less than a second left on the clock on a face-off in the O-zone, and Wayne Gretzky knocked it forward into the goal and surprised the goaltender.
Really?
To score a goal.
Don't believe
Pretty
I've seen that
incredible.
one.
We didn't see that here as the time will tick down and we head to the second intermission. It is 12-0 Adrian College over Finlandia University. Again, thank you for tuning in here on Adrian College TV. Calvin Keys with Dylan Knighton will be back for the third period of play, or actually being informed by my director right now that we will have a skating performance by one of our figure skaters here at Adrian College during the intermission break. So stay tuned for that. We will stay here as she comes out to perform her routine. Stay tuned for the third period after this figure skating performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ice, Ella Lavelle. Emma is a current intercollegiate silver medalist in juvenile free dance and skates on the collegiate synchronized skating team. She is a junior majoring in marketing. Emma will be skating her juvenile free dance to Hit the Road Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Lavelle.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experience.
Welcome back to Arrington Ice Arena. Calvin Keys and Dylan Knighton with you on Adrian College Television. Adrian leading over Finlandia 12-0 here in ice hockey action as the Lions and Bulldogs return to the ice. We take a look at our stats through two periods briefly here. Shots are still lopsided, 76-5. No power plays to speak of in the second frame, and the Bulldogs continue to dominate in the dot. So Dylan, your hockey squad has played a number of lopsided games like this where you're leading by a large margin. What do you have to do to stay focused and stick to your systems even while you're up by a bunch?
I think the most important thing is just to, obviously you can loosen up when the score is, pretty lopsided, but it's important to stay focused but also make it fun at the same time. So it's not too tight around the bench, but
at the same time, you don't want to build bad habits.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, we want to make sure we're doing this the right things and being good teammates and all that stuff. So
Von Ruden sends it out to Roy. Long shot that is turned aside by Ripley. Battling for it is Wolschlager. She'll get a hold of the puck in the first minute of play in this third period. Sends one towards goal. Bobbled initially by Larkin Ripley. Now she shall cover up, and we've got 18:55 left to go in the hockey game. Score 12-0 Adrian. Just want to shout out our amazing crew of Adrian College students that are bringing you the action tonight. Obviously myself and Dylan Knighton on the call, but our director is Josiah Durrell, and our cameramen are Chancey Boyce, the return of Chancey, and Kyle Plesha down at ice level. Fantastic crew we have here today, constructing the broadcast for you this evening. All Adrian College students, happy to bring you women's ice hockey on this Friday night. Glad you've joined us. Corbett, long shot, gloved by Ripley again. Shots are at 80 in the game.
Just about to say 80 shots. Really a lack of words.
Petrowski to take this draw against DeLorto. One back to LaSalle. Shot blocked by Hall. This is lifted up off the plexiglass by Plath. Should be icing. And it will be. As I perused over the stats through 2 periods during the intermission, as I so often do, I noticed we have 4 Bulldog players with 5 points so far in the hockey game. Von Ruden has 3 goals and 2 assists. Carmen Anderson has 3 goals and 2 assists. Reagan Petrowski has a goal and 4 assists. And Tia LaSalle with 2 goals and 3 assists. Petrowski with the puck now. She got recently promoted to student director here at ACTV, so technically she's my boss now. Anderson to Petrowski. Fanned on the one-timer. This will be skated out by Plath. Trubin. DeLorto trying to find it. Puck skitters to Corbett. Corbett sends one towards the goal. Cleared away. Carmen Anderson will skate back for it. You know, as we were talking about the ACHA Men's Division I team getting into action tomorrow night against Stony Brook. Several of the players here in attendance tonight supporting the women's hockey team. Great to see that. Low Rye back up top. Spins away. Finds Trubin. Catherine Trubin has it poked aside. Cassidy Betcha has had some real determination to pressure pucks this evening. And it's led to a couple of chances for her. Some of the only shots that Finlandia has been able to garner so far in this game.
So I will say is there's been a lot of good pressure on the forecheck by the Lions.
We see it again there. Lauren Benoit getting congratulated by her bench. That was a good hustle play that set up the poke check that forced the Bulldogs offsides. We will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Score 12-0. Bulldogs rocking the gray uniforms here tonight. I would argue, maybe a bit of a hot take, but this is my personal opinion, I think the NCAA women's ice hockey team has the best jerseys of any hockey team here at Adrian. They have 4 different uniforms. They've got gray, black, yellow, and white, and they all look phenomenal.
Gray jerseys are pretty sweet.
They are my personal favorite as well. Lifting this one out is Sam Eldridge. Anderson racing back for it. It's fun to look at with having 7 hockey teams on campus, both men's and women's, to see all the different jerseys and combinations. I mean, your ACHA men's D1 team, they have some great jerseys as well. Their own little rendition of the LA Kings logo. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah. That's my favorite one, is the big yellow jerseys.
The Danish. Turns, fires, she scores. Jocelyn Hood Danish, that's her second of the night. Hood Danish's 5th goal of the season. Started with a nice play by Lowry, handed it off to Hudanish, and made that look easy.
It's a good play shot. Looks like it might even went off the shoulder of the goaltender there.
Chicken wing came up a little bit short that time.
That's right.
Banked off the far boards. Hansen will go back for it. Circling behind the net. Turns on the brakes. Finds Dofai on the far side. Native of Bergheim, Germany. Sport of hockey really growing quickly in Germany. My favorite player on the Detroit Red Wings, Moritz Seider. He's a phenomenal defenseman. Leon Draisaitl, one of the best players in the league. You think about younger players like J.J. Peterka on the Sabres, some really great talents. Tim Stützle on the Senators, can't forget about him.
Yep.
Some great talent coming out of Germany recently. Dofai trying to center for Cataret. Annika Hansen, what a shot. Wow. Top shelf with the slap shot. My goodness, what a rocket. That'll be Hansen's second of the night. Didn't have a goal going into this game on the season, and she gets her second in tonight's contest, and that may be goal of the game.
Definitely. Perfectly placed shot. Bulldogs are consistently putting traffic in front of the net, taking away the goaltender's eyes, and just been really dominant offensively, as now the score is 14-0.
I'll tell you what, that was a shot that Happy Gilmore would have been proud of. You talk about a heat-seeking missile for that top corner. The only difference is she was accurate.
Yeah.
Happy's would have missed the net and hit the glass behind. All-time great sports movie.
One of my favorites.
I would argue it's a hockey movie, but that's a topic for debate.
Golf and hockey, yeah.
Walschlager. Big save made by Ripley. Nice chicken wing stop there. Finlandia will clear it away. Bounced off the boards by Arowdy. Belland skates in, shoots one. Bit of an unorthodox stop by Ripley. But she's able to hold on for the whistle. 14:25 left in the third period. Adrian up by 2 touchdowns right now.
Keep using the chicken wing, Calvin. It's making me hungry.
It's making me hungry. I think that's why I keep using it, is because I need to go stop by the Wow Cafe after this.
Me too.
Emma Corbett behind the goal. Centered Von Ruden. That's her fourth. And they're actually giving credit to that previous goal to Hudanish, but let's take a look at this one. Corbett, another defenseman for Adrian that likes to get up in the play. She goes below the goal line, and a great feed. Did you see that one? On the backhand.
Right behind the back, yeah.
Fed it out front.
Sometimes the no-look pass isn't a great move, but it's really effective there. It's perfectly placed.
Executed to perfection by Corbett. Sets up Jessica Von Ruden for her 4th goal of the night. And Von Ruden now with 19 goals on the season in this just her 16th game. Pretty incredible. Von Ruden, the grad student from Owatonna, Minnesota. Played at the Sieur d'Alene Hockey Academy. Leading goal scorer and point getter for the Bulldogs, as Petrowski will try it again.
I believe that's the 3rd attempt so far this game.
That was read all the way by Finlandia. Arwen Sims said, "That's not happening on my watch." Petrowski's trying to make it on SportsCenter right now. Trubin, long shot, saved by Ripley. And Carmen Anderson will feed it back for Riley. Petrowski, Trubin, Riley, trying to direct it on here. LaSalle digging after it. Trubin, long shot off the left post. Carmen Anderson will grab it. Petrowski
You can tell she wants that Michigan goal. She wants the highlight
She's been
reel
practicing it. To her credit, though, like she's getting it up on her stick every time. It's just the space hasn't really been there.
Yeah.
Sorrell finds it, shot on goal, saved. Petrowski, backhander that was turned aside by Ripley again. 12:20 left to go in the game. It's 15-0 Adrian. They beat Lawrence University last weekend by scores of 9-0 and 14-0. Taking it to even another level here tonight, and these two teams have to play again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Interesting to note that Finlandia is going to play Lawrence next weekend, so that should be a pretty even matchup. On for Hudanish. Jocelyn Hudanish. Shot directed down off the stick of a Lion. Hansen. Tipped by Hudanish. Covered up by Ripley. As Jocelyn Hudanish looking to secure her own hat trick. That'd be if she is able to do so in these final 11 minutes and 41 seconds, she'd be the third player on this squad to achieve that feat.
A lot of points being thrown around the Bulldogs bench. It's hard to keep track of it, honestly.
Absolutely. Lowry skates in, shielding away. Took a bit of a hack from Hall there. Dropped off for Sorrell. Lowry a drive. That's gloved down by Hall. I think we've spent most of this third period in the Finlandia zone. Went off the stick of Plath, and a chance for Sorrell. Lindsay Sorrell sends it wide to the right of Larkin Ripley. Jessica Anderson over for Hansen. Up top, Sorrell. Plath will find it. Hit from Sorrell away from the play that the referee wasn't able to notice. Lowry will grab it. Trying to spin it out front to Hudanish. Was the native of Verona, Wisconsin. Hudanish, another shot. Puck is still loose. Finlandia desperately trying to get it out. Hansen saucers for Hudanish. Up top, Jessica Anderson. Hansen opens up, surveys her options. Jessica Anderson for Lowry. Right across the blue paint. Couple of players sticking their stick out after it, but unable to draw contact. Anderson will prance in and sends one off the clavicle area of Ripley, and she'll cover. 10:14 left to go in the game, and again, for those of you just tuning in, tomorrow is senior day for the Bulldogs. It'll be another game against Finlandia, 3 p.m. puck drop, but then they'll also have some pregame ceremonies at 1:30 p.m. to celebrate the senior class. Taken by Cataret, tried to roof it, went off the outside of the goal. Dofied for Corbett. Avalone. Shot. Trying to stick it away was Ripley. Avalone. Tripped up. Dofied. Corbett walking the blue. Avalone. Dofied falls over. Hubenschmidt gains control. Corbett. Hubenschmidt out front. Narrowly missed. Corbett fakes the shot. She sent Betcha sliding. Avalone, follow-up attempt, a huge shot block. Soaking that one was Olivia Hodges. She'll head off to the bench. They finally clear their zone. The Lions do. Cataret. Center, Hubenschmidt. Narrow miss. Cataret. Went off a Finlandia stick high in the air. It's interesting. This is the second straight weekend where one of Adrian's hockey teams has played against Finlandia. Last weekend, the NCAA men's squad swept the Lions in a back-to-back. And I was curious the history behind the name Finlandia, so I did some research. Allie Hubenschmidt scores. Hubenschmidt gets the goal, and this time we did get it on camera. Last weekend, she scored her first career goal while her stream had crashed. Really unfortunate, but again, Hubenschmidt showing why she's such a promising young player for this Adrian team. Just a good release. Ripley unable to find it.
Good release, clean shot. Puck goes in the net.
Native of South Lyon, Michigan gets the goal. And I believe that's the second of Hubenschmidt's collegiate career. So congrats to her. Von Ruden faked the shot. Dropped off for Belland. Top shelf. Una Belland. Belland gets another one.
Not even 20 seconds apart from goal to goal.
Driving wide and scores with her parents in the stands here, making the trip all the way from Norway to come watch her play. Saw them during the second intermission. Cool that she's able to get a couple of goals in front of them. 8 minutes left in this one. Riley for Roy. Wines, fires, loose in front. Wolschlager looking for one, and that was saved by Larkin Ripley. As I was saying before Hubenschmidt scored that goal, we've seen a pair of goals in about a 30-second span, but I was talking about the backstory behind the name Finlandia University. Found out that the school was initially founded back in the 1800s by immigrants from Finland to try to preserve Finnish culture and teach the people moving to the Upper Peninsula and the Hancock area from the country of Finland, trying to teach them English and some other skills like that. I believe it was initially a seminary school for the Lutheran denomination, so a lot of information there, but cool to see that it was founded by people native from the country of Finland. Initially it was founded as Suomi College, and they changed the name to Finlandia University sometime later.
Oh.
Only fitting that they have a hockey team at Finlandia University with the popularity of that sport back home in Scandinavia.
Oh, yeah.
Save is made. Covering this one up was Ripley. I think when I think of Finland, I think of the Summer World Juniors. I don't know if you watched those. Summer of 2022 that got postponed. And Canada played Finland in the championship. And I don't know if you saw it, but it was, I believe, in overtime of that game between Finland and Canada. It looked like Finland was going to win the game with an open net on the shot, and then Mason McTavish for Team Canada knocked it down on the goal line. Great eye-hand coordination by him. That's just like an iconic moment in World Junior history. Robbed Finland of the gold medal. Canada went on to win gold, and Finland had to settle for silver. That was just an all-time moment in that tournament.
Can't say I remember.
Not a fan of the World Juniors, more an NHL guy?
Yeah, I'm more of an NHL guy. I think that goes for most of us Americans, too.
Yeah.
A lot of my Canadian friends, they live and die by World Juniors every year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty heartbroken. That tournament wrapped up a couple weeks ago in the beginning of January. USA lost to Canada in the semifinals. Tough one.
I remember that.
But they won the bronze medal game, so I got a bit of a consolation prize.
I remember I actually wanted to watch that. I wanted to watch that game, but I was at LCA watching the Red Wings play my team, the Devils.
Wait, you were at that game?
I was.
I was at that game too.
Oh, that's
no
right.
way.
That's right. I remember talking about that.
It was not a fun night for me. 5-1 Devils victory. Save made by Ripley. Petrowski turning this way and that. Devils on a tear this season, by the way. Drubin
really
a shot.
good.
That puck up and out of play. Jack Hughes having a breakout year. Jesper Bratt, probably one of the most underrated players in the National Hockey League.
100%.
He's incredible. Vitek Vanacek has been playing well for him in net.
He's been really good. I believe they lost the Kraken last night in overtime. But last time I saw them play in person at LCA, Vitek Vanacek was just so solid, making a lot of big saves.
Absolutely. Puck high up in the air. May have been touched with a high stick by the Bulldogs, as I think Lowride's going to touch. And that'll be a whistle, and I think the draw will come outside. My team, the Red Wings, they got a huge win over the Golden Knights, who's probably the best team in the Western Conference. Won 3-2.
I heard about that, yeah.
I was pretty pumped. Didn't get to watch the game. Those 10 p.m. starts are tough, especially the amount of math homework my professor's giving out nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
But Hudanish sent on goal. Oh, Anderson caught an edge. That does not feel good. Not much protection on your tailbone of the hockey pants. So when you fall on the ice like that, it definitely hurts. Hudanish, she scores. That's a hat trick. Third hat trick of the game.
And another hat trick. Wow.
I feel like I've spoken into existence. Hudanish, the third player this game to get a hat trick. Look at that power turn to shake by away from Eldridge, and then just another great shot. They'll grab the puck. They've been collecting a lot of pucks with the amount of hat tricks we saw last weekend. Bellin breaking the record for most goals and points in a game. I think they have a whole puck collection in the Bulldog locker room by now.
Oh, there will be tonight. That's for sure.
Corbett behind the goal. They have reset the shots on the clock. I assume that means that we have reached 102 shots for the Bulldogs.
Yep. Yep.
They don't have 3 digits on the score clock in the scoreboard here at Arrington for good reason. Don't usually see that in a hockey game. But 102 shots right now for Adrian and counting. Still 5 minutes to go. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Calvin Key is Dylan Knighton. 18-0 Adrian.
Don't see the shot clock go above 100 that often. Sometimes you hardly see it go past maybe 30.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Props to Finlandia for continuing to work hard, and you know they haven't given up. They're still out there. They're skating hard, playing strong as a team, and trying to play hard for their coach, Mike Couric. Avalone gloved it down as the Lions tried to clear. Dofide has it. Cataret a shot and sent right across the goal mouth by Dofide, looking for her first goal of the game.
It's like it was just about an inch from the goal line there.
Yeah. Bowler out of the goal to play it. Bowler, a native of Canterbury, New Hampshire. Hasn't seen a lot of action tonight, but those are always some of the toughest nights for goaltenders, I feel. And I'm sure you all agree with me. When they don't see a lot of shots, it's tough to find your rhythm in net.
100%. It's funny. I find myself thinking that the games where you get maybe 30-plus shots are easier because you have more momentum going for yourself.
Shot on, saved by Ripley. I will say I would rather face 5 shots than 106.
Can't say I've ever faced that many shots in a single game, but.
What do you think the most is that you've ever faced in a game?
Probably, I want to say maybe 60 or 70. That's
Wow.
a lot.
Would that be in junior, or what level is that at?
Might have been in might have been in high school hockey, actually.
Oh, wow.
Back in New Jersey.
Quite a bit. Avalone dropped off for Bellant. Save made. It's loose. Von Ruden looking for number 5. Hansen back down for Low-Rye as we approach 3 minutes to go in the contest. Ripley without her stick right now. Avalone will play it down low. Johnson backhands around the kick plate. Belland finds it. She's looking for a hat trick. That would mean 4 on the night. Von Ruden banked it to herself. Great play. Fakes the slap shot, shoots one over the crossbar. Belland. This has to be working wonders for Adrian's confidence, just seeing the puck going to the back of the net. Score is 18-zip. Una Belland. Deflected off a skate in front. Also worthy of noting, this Finlandia team made a long trek to be here today. They are from Hancock, Michigan, all the way at the tip top of the Upper Peninsula. That's about a 9-hour drive. Pretty long bus ride.
Just goes to show how big Michigan is as a state. A lot
Absolutely.
of people kind of look over the fact that the Upper Peninsula is actually a thing. I've actually personally never been to the UP. Not yet.
It's a really cool area. I'm surprised they don't have any ACHA teams near conference in the UP, but
yeah,
it's probably best for saving money on gasoline. Petrowski Dancing in, back door, great setup. Carmen Anderson wasn't able to direct it in. LaSalle below the goal line. Riley up at the blue line, finds Petrowski. Went off Anderson in front. Minute and 30 seconds left to go in this one. You can turn into the second half of the back-to-back tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Adrian College television. Petrowski will skate around the offensive zone some more. Finds Riley. I definitely agree with some of our viewers typing in the chat right now. UP is beautiful. If you ever get a chance, Pictured Rocks is an awesome place. It's a really pretty scenery up there. It is God's country. Great wilderness. A lot of cool places to explore. Sorrell, a shot, didn't quite get through. Mackinac Island, always a fun place to go. That should definitely be on your bucket list, Snyder.
Oh, yeah.
No cars allowed. No cars allowed on the island, so you have to take horses everywhere.
Horse and buggy.
Hanson back up for Hudanish. Also got to try the fudge. That's another staple of Mackinac Island.
Oh.
And some pretty good hockey programs in the UP as well. Michigan Tech's always a contender. Marquette, Lake Superior State University at the NCAA D1 level. As Hanson fires a drive. That's a hat trick for her with 13 seconds left. Annika Hansen, that's the 19th goal of the game, and a very rare defenseman hat trick. You don't see that often.
No.
And another ripper. Absolute cannon from Hansen, and she's loving it.
Really good collection of shots tonight from this Bulldog squad. Doing all the right things. Clearly, you have 109 shots on goal. I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
Absolutely. Oh, Trubin fanned on that one as the clock will tick down. Shots will finish at 109-6. Score will finish 19-0. And I can finally say it, Gwen Bowler gets the shutout. There it is. So far this season, Bowler has got the shutout in her only start prior to this game. So it's now 2 shutouts and 2 starts for Bowler. Made all 6 saves to secure that one. And a big night for the Bulldogs. 4 different players got hat tricks. Von Ruden, Anderson, Hudanish, and Hansen. Thank you for tuning in today. It's definitely an interesting broadcast. And again, hope you're doing well wherever you are. Great having you join me as always, Snyder. And good luck this weekend with your games.
Thank you.
And yeah, for everyone here on our ACTV crew, I'm Calvin Keys saying so long and have a great weekend, everyone.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.